In 2006, the Ryder Cup match was played in Ireland for the first time. The venue, the K Club, just outside Dublin. The honour of leading the respective teams went to Ian Woosnam and Tom Lehman. For the Welshmen, it was a proud but nerve-wracking experience.
I think there was about 45 minutes to go, and I changed into my jacket and everything, and I went down into the bar and had a quick half of Guinness, and my hands were shaking, and my heart was pumping, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I come through it all right. If I had the chance to do it again, I would love to do it again. He wanted to get off to a fast start, and I think that was the way we wanted to get it, and to them two guys going off first, leading from the front, and it was very special. And what I wanted to do is just get out there and just say to them, just go out there and do your best and try and get as many points on the board as you possibly can. It was a great moment when actually the match had started. Everything seemed to go in a little blur, really. You know, you listen to what's going on the radio and everything, and you know, I was just running around a lot. But the main thing was just to make sure that everybody was calm and they were comfortable and just play their own game, really.
The week was always going to be a special one, with a passionate and knowledgeable Irish fan base supporting the home team. The previous two Ryder Cups had seen the European team dominate proceedings with some outstanding golf. And at the K Club in September 2006, it was the same story.
The great beauty is about match play. I think you're playing with your heart, aren't you? You're playing with the old feeling that you're playing in pride and that's what you want to win, and it just seems to fetch the best out of each player.
Ryder Cup stalwarts Phil Mickelson and Jim Furyk once again joined world #1 Tiger Woods, but even an American team including these three great golfers couldn't stop the Europeans in Ireland. Everywhere you looked, something special was happening.
It's just an incredible week, and I think that's why I think this last one was one of the greatest I've ever seen.
Over the 3 days, everything seemed to be going the Europeans' way, including this moment at the 14th, when Paul Casey recorded the 5th hole-in-one in Ryder Cup history.
Paul, so pumped up Paul that week. And when I heard he hit a 4-iron, you know, that was just unbelievable, you know.
Come Sunday afternoon, the European team had an impressive 10-6 lead. A high point for the visitors saw Scott Verplank hold the Americans' first ever hole-in-one in the Ryder Cup. But as the afternoon progressed, it was a matter of which player would have the honour of winning the Ryder Cup for Europe. Luke Donald's victory over Chad Campbell ensured that Europe retained the trophy. The honour of securing victory went to Henrik Stenson.
There's been a few debates of who's won it. We put it down to Stenson. In the end of the day, it's a team effort, and it just fortunately came down to Henrik. You know, he's going to remember that for the rest of his life. At the beginning of the week, if someone asked me, "Do you believe in destiny?" I would have said no, most probably. But when I stood on that 16th green and seeing Darren finishing off his match, and I think that changed my mind. I think that was destiny. I think that week was destiny for Darren and obviously for Heather as well, and that's why we dedicated to her. It was just an unbelievable emotion for me and for the rest of the team. We're looking to the celebrations, and there's a few guys on that team who can celebrate. And you know, when we went up to the balcony, you know, a bit of champagne, and then the old Guinness was flowing. Then that was a great feeling to be in Ireland. You know, where the crowds were just unbelievable. I would say what was part of my captaincy is to be natural. And that's what I try to do through my life, is be natural. And I think that spirit came out in the Ryder Cup team, that they played really natural. And I think that's why it was such a success. And you know, and that's why the Ryder Cup will be so strong for many years to come as well. I think you had 24 golfers from both sides of the pond and put that so much effort into it, played with pride and passion, played with their hearts, and I did it for nothing. And I just hope every viewer who watched really enjoyed it.
Next week, we continue our History of the Ryder Cup documentary to recall the two most recent matches, starting in 2008, when the Americans would triumph at last.